Welcome back for today's NBA pick video play for April 7, 2019. And this one talking about this Eastern Conference matchup between the Orlando Magic and the Boston Celtics. And we're going to give our lean on where we see the better value on the over-under with that total number relatively low here at about 216 points. This game actually means a bit for both of these squads, probably even more so for the road team, the Magic, who are at 40-40 overall, trying to earn their place into the postseason and what's a very weak playoff picture at the back end of the Eastern Conference. But Boston also having something on the line today. They're trying to get that home court advantage for the first round in the playoffs against the Indiana Pacers. And the Celtics showing well in their last outing, which came on the road against that Pacers opponent, winning that one by a final of 117-97. We actually feel like this Boston team is going to be a threat in the Eastern Conference playoffs, and it seems like a relatively wide open playoff picture in the East amongst those top four teams. You have the Milwaukee Bucks, the Toronto Raptors, the 76ers, as well as the Celtics, all looking like they have a decent shot at trying to make a run to the NBA Finals. Now, Boston, perhaps not quite living up to their expectations this year at just 48-32 overall. And I say just 48-32, which is respectable, but given the high expectations that this group had coming into the year, probably a little bit of a disappointment. But the Celtics, they're going to get into the postseason and they'll have their opportunity to try to make a run on the season. The Celtics, they're 14th in the NBA in scoring, 8th in total team defense, and the average total we get in a Celtics game is at about 220 points. And we have seen some decent offensive performances from the Celtics over the past couple weeks against respectable defensive opponents. The Celtics, they've won 5 out of their last 6 games, and having decent scoring numbers in wins against the Pacers as well as Heat. They've beaten the Pacers twice during this stretch, putting up 117 and 114, as well as 2 victories over a Miami team that's also really looking to try to get those wins right now and get their way into the postseason, putting up 112 and 110 respectively on the Heat. Now, their opponent today, the Orlando Magic, they have really taken a huge step forward over the past 3 or so weeks of action. A lot of very strong offensive performances from this Orlando team. That really hasn't been their MO throughout the course of the regular season, given the fact that they're 25th in the league in scoring compared to 5th in total team defense. But we've seen a surge from Orlando. Over the past few weeks, they've been racking up a ton of victories, and they've been doing so with a lot stronger offensive performances. And we saw that again in their last outing as Orlando took down the Atlanta Hawks at home by a final of 149-113. So just extremely impressive stuff there from the Magic on the offensive side of the ball. It's going to be an important game for both teams. We expect both squads to put in the effort in this one, but we feel like this total is just a little bit on the low side, so we're going to go with the over 216 as the better value bet, especially when you dive into the numbers and see that both Orlando and Boston have been having some respectable offensive performances in recent weeks, and a number of those also coming against decent defensive opponents. So again, guys, siding with the over 216 as the better value bet. If you agree, give the video a thumbs up. Disagree, give it a thumbs down. Check out all of our picks for today over at stumpthespread.com. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we hope to see you guys back here for our next video.